Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. My name is Sufyan Ahmad and my student ID is 22013890. My module name is Integrated Management Research Project and my research topics is the impact of social media advertising on consumer purchase behavior in the fashion industry. Today I am going on a journey in the world of social media impact on the behavior of consumer, particularly in the fashion industry. The research is based on an understanding of the different advertising strategy given by the fashion brand, while also understanding the awareness among customers. Also, we will go into the proud impact of the platform, including Instagram and TikTok, on the purchase decision making of fashion conscious individuals or customers. However, most of the people are active on the social media platform and their great influence on social media shape the decision making of the customers to buy any of the product, particularly for the fashion trend. In this section we are moving towards the research objective. My primary aim is to understand how social media impact the perception of fashion brand, particularly for consumer. Since we examine closely the response of the consumer towards the advertisement on the popular platforms including Instagram and TikTok. Also, here is my major objective to evaluate the effectiveness of different advertising strategy, which include paid advertisement, marketing, campaigns, and responsive post. While having those objectives in track, we will have the value of information about the better relationship between social media advertisement and the behavior of customers to buy product related to the fashion industry. There is no doubt that today almost every person is using social media and seeing advertisement on different platforms where the advertisements are now being frequently seen. The companies are using platform to connect with the audience or send their message. Since the advertisement plays a major role in the attracting customers and capturing their attention towards the particular product, especially for the fashion industry. My research is based on the critical questions answer that we will explore in the research at the extent to which fashion brands at the use of social media to advertise marketing strategy in an effective way. Further, we will also understand the factor of how social media advertising is working to influence customer awareness, particularly for fashion brands. As a result, we will have a better understanding of consumer engagement in the different social media challenging where purchasing decisions are being made by consumer. Last but not last, there is an evaluate of the effectiveness of different approach to marketing the product, including paid advertisement and responsive post. While marketing fashion related purchase, addressing those questions is valuable for media advertisement, particularly for facial industry. So that is becomes possible to understand the exact impact of social media on the buying behavior of consumer. The research approach are based on understanding the challenge of social media advertising that have an impact on consumer behavior, particularly in the fashion industry. We have selected to go with the qualitative thematic analysis that give us the opportunity to go for a deep understanding of the data. So it will be done while using peer-reviewed articles and the case study of John Lewis. Research analysis is based on the alignment of the research objective to ensure the authenticity of the result while maintaining the link between the objective. This approach will have the major objective of providing meaningful information by integrating the dynamic between social media advertisement and customer behavior in the fashion industry. Let's go deep into the methodology for a clear understanding of the research approach. My selection of peer-reviewed journals and the John Lewis case study is important to give meaningful value to this research. We chose to have peer-reviewed articles that were based on the relevance of my research topics and their significant contribution to understanding the major effect of social media on the behavior of consumer, particularly in the fashion industry. Also, there is an inclusion of the John Lewis case study, which offers practical information and strategy that are reflect of social media advertisement strategy in the fashion retail sector. Through this combination of major aim and objective, we have to get both the theoretical framework and real world application through this case study to ensure deep research finding. My data collection process is designed to get relevant information for the research. First, we access reviewed articles from the academic data of the base that include specific keyword, including social media marketing, fashion industry, and consumer behavior. To narrow down the research and make it more specific, the article gives valuable information about the impact of social media advertisement on the behavior of consumer, particularly in the fashion industry. Additionally, we have the approach of analyzing the official website status and industry report to make the study more relevant and authentic while using state data and figures. For the comprehensive approach and choose to have a rubber-stick database that will give a meaningful conclusion to the research. My data analysis approach is qualitative thematic analysis, which is based on the systematic exploration of my data collected. We examined of peer-reviewed articles and the John Lewis case study to understand the key themes of social media advertising and consumer behavior, particularly for the fashion and industry. This method is based on giving the user a better answer that can be uncovered, and the trend are there that give insightful information linked with the research objective. There is an alignment with my research objective, and the study is deep understanding of my social media platform for the advertisement to understand the behavior of customer when they purchase or buy any product which is most relevant to the fashion industry. So this approach give a comprehensive understanding for the researcher to further invest in their companies related to the fashion industry with very deep confidence with having the result of this research. My research is based on a qualitative approach and its ability to get a deep understanding of the complex phenomena of the social media advertisement of consumer behavior, which is of great importance. The method gives mission to go for information into the understanding of consumer perception, and attitude when they buy any of the product related to the fashion industry. Specifically, we have employee go for the thematic analysis, which gives the systematic framework to analyze text from all data and identity key themes that are most relevant to the objective of the study to answer the research questions. Through this approach, we have the major objective of giving a rich understanding of the impact of social media advertisement on consumer purchase behavior in the fashion industry. My research design goes through a reflective revolution to understand the limitation or qualitative approach that enable us to understand the subject to experience value formation regarding consumer behavior and their perception to buy the product. Thematic analysis is based on the organization of the data to facilitate better information while having the interpretation of key themes identified. So, the qualitative research is inherently subjective, and the finding will have an influence on the research perception and potentially be beside, but the research is being held while keeping in mind the importance of the topics. Also, the scope of my study is limited because of the limited accessibility of data source from the free available data, and there is no access to the paid available data. However, there are some limitations, but we remain vigilant to maintaining the validity of the research finding while keeping them in line with the research objective and giving better and more relevant result. My research is based on the careful planning of a time scales for the collection of data and analysis. We gave the 2 weeks to collect the data on the period articles, and additionally we have to put the value together from the John Lewis case study to make it in line with the research objective. After the data collection, we are declared for the next 3 weeks to conducting a thematic analysis of the data. The structured approach gives us a way to managing my time efficiently while maintaining the research process. While recognizing the importance of time scales, we have the major objective of delivering timely finding and gain meaningful understanding of the impact of social media advertisement on the behavior of consumer in the fashion industry. In conclusion, my research is based on the significant impact of social media advertisement on the behavior of consumer in the fashion industry. In particular, we have uncovered the value of the available information for platforms like Instagram and TikTok that shape the purchase decision of the consumer over the online platform. Understanding those dynamics is of great importance, particularly for fashion brand because they are linked with the social media platform due to the changing trends of consumer buying the product. The strategic and effect marketing strategy is possible while recognizing the power of social media to impact consumer buying behavior in the fashion industry. As we conclude my presentation, the research is based on being tuned and aligned with having the major importance of the research for finding and success in the fashion industry while listening and understanding the perception of consumer over the social media platform.